blend hanging out with animals, playing music, getting a massage. They're not normally things you'd associate with drug and alcohol addiction treatment.
It's a unique and fun way to help people achieve sobriety. And here with more is Dr. Joseph Bradley and Holly Davis from Solutions Recovery and American Addiction Center facility. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good to see you. So, recovering from addiction, okay, achieving sobriety. People usually say, oh, 12-step program. That's what comes to mind first. But really, that's not the only way to get sober. Am I right?
That's very true. 12-step programs is just one of many mutual support programs, and it's in Hollywood now, which is nice that it's being viewed in a way that removes the shame. But there are multiple other ways. At Solutions Recovery, what we do is try to give you as many different ways to achieve abstinence and recovery. We use different cognitive behavioral therapies, equine therapy, yoga therapy, art therapy, a lot of replacement activities such as getting in the gym.
Trying to find a new vice.
Yeah, well,
but a good vice.
Exactly. We want to take away this bad behavior and replace it with a more healthy behavior.
Of course. Is there a certain treatment that you see the most success with?
Well, actually, the most successful one happens to be my favorite, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, mainly because it's the most evidence-based. It's about changing how people think, so then we can help change how they view the world, how they behave, how they feel, act and react to different things, and it has a huge psychoeducational component. And when we're dealing with addiction, which is a chronic, progressive, and if untreated, ultimately terminal illness, we want to be well armed, and knowledge is such a great weapon. So the more people understand what they're dealing with, the better able they are to combat it and treat it.
That makes a lot of sense.
No question.
Okay, so cognitive
CBT, cognitive
therapy.
behavioral
Thank
therapy.
you. Break it out. Give me an acronym.
That's it.
It's easier. Cognitive. And Holly, what other methods have you found to be effective?
Well, I think the most effective way to deal with people and treat people and help people is just caring for them.
Yeah.
And once you know that you're cared for, you open up. And then we can give a bevy of ideas and solutions and new habits. I think just letting these old habits go and finding new habits is key. So we teach them a new lifestyle. Well-briety is what I like to call it, because being sober is not enough. Anybody can be sober, but we want to incorporate a new lifestyle. So we actually even help them to get their hair done. We have a salon. We have a gym. We teach them yoga, meditation, equine therapy, dogs, and also sometimes just normalizing. Sometimes just getting out and going outside is a good thing, and laughing again without drugs or alcohol. So just teaching life again.
No question. Those are two of those things that you mentioned, the animals and the nature. You're using that to treat addiction. Does that have any effect? I know some people are out there like, come on.
Oh, look at the horse.
But this can actually, it can kind of reinvigorate your soul, really. You're getting in touch with yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. You nailed it.
Eh?
Even with those socks, you nailed it.
Wow.
It's true. Because it's connection again, right? Connection. Connecting with yourself, connecting with others, nature, higher power, your peers. Yeah. And so animals is a great conduit for that. And so once you connect again and you start living again, I think there's a lot of loss when you've gone through addiction of connecting again. So you can do it clean and sober, and so no better way to do it than an animal or horses or people.
Some of the techniques you've just mentioned remind me just of the things that we enjoy in childhood.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So it's like, as adults, I think that sometimes finding those just real innate joys really can be helpful.
It's really not enough to just remove the substance. The abstinence from alcohol and drugs is essential, but what we're really about is getting you back to having a healthy and happy, productive life.
Absolutely. We're creatures of habit. So if you kind of, after a treatment program, you send them back and they're doing exactly what they were doing before they came in, they may go back to what they were doing. So if you give them a new hobby or possibly show them the way of a new way of living, that can set them on a better path. That's the plan.
Well, what we want to teach them is to incorporate a sober environment. So you want to hang out with sober people and just people in general, not isolating. As a matter of fact, at Solutions, we have 100 meetings a week. So you can come to our campus and go to an AA, NA meetings. We're there, we're available. Wow. So stay with people, stay with good people, and I think you'll go far.
No question.
Now, if people want to learn a little bit more about your program, where can they do that?
they can call us. They can call us anytime. Someone's there 24 hours a day, and they can go to Solutions-Recovery, or just show up, and someone will be there to help you.
And family members as well. I think
Absolutely.
obviously there are people that want to get help for themselves. Sometimes it's the family members that want somebody to help themselves.
Family involvement is essential because often misguided efforts on their part to help end up in things getting worse. So the more involved they are, the more everyone feels like they're part of the solution and not the problem.
Absolutely. And solutions are what you're all about.
There you
It's
go.
great having you guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Solutions Recovery is available 24/7 to answer your questions. To find out more about them, just call the number or head to the website on your screen. They are also on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be right back.